단단가도 말랑 그 난지 냥마 그 로지컬라 라와레스 그니 저랑 토로 간다지 지송.
So this morning we talk about the history of the Nyingma. So what kind of feeling you had?
What kind of feeling?
Yeah, what do you felt? Do you have any questions?
Feeling.
I have a question, not from the Nyingma part, but from the previous introduction from Rinpoche, explaining the disputes between the schools from the very beginning of Tibetan schools. But he stopped at a certain point. He talked about Dharma wars, but he didn't address if there are any Dharma wars now in Tibet. He didn't address. I would like to
Dharma wars?
He was speaking about the conflicts
between schools in the past.
Yeah.
But I would like to know whether there are any conflicts right now which Rinpoche didn't address.
He didn't say it.
Yeah, to be honest, whether I would like to ask is Dorje Shukden, is this the Dharma war?
Okay. So, Sichin Ramjam. You saw the Sichin? No, Marty. But you said somebody talk about the Dharma history. You said is a.
Rinpoche talked about small conflicts.
He was talking in the morning about the different conflicts that came.
So he said none of these are Dharma wars.
Really?
No, only small Tibetan people clashing from school to school, to school, no problem.
Yes.
But I'm asking whether the Dorje Shukden, is it a Dharma war or not?
So 때랑 체크 송노됐다 때가 출국 나한테 때문에 용용의 말이지 체크 송거다다. 당상 출국 그때 나한테 요는 에레스 했다가 후된테 노다는 단디 녀단다 출국 나한테 에레사.
당상 그 아니선데 당상 그 상마 그 하고 가지고. 대인들이 다도 당상 그 짐지마 상마 그 짐지 찍고 가지고 이랬다고 그. 된다지.
The matters what have now is obvious for everybody, and if it's not obvious, people can search right now.
아니 당상 그 낭트거리디나 낭트거리. 특파 말이 남간 스강요 말이. 옛날양 지름부치 그 담바이 멍그 차니 지름부치 디까블라 단다 그 돌지르지 그 강 총용요 말이.
So if you think this is a conflict or this is a fighting, then is yes. Nobody say it's not. But is this something to do with Dharma, and particularly with Jetsongkhapa's Dharma? And during his time, there is no such thing like this Shukden.
Tani perna gelibinang loni tanda dorjer ke nyodan gelibinang lola di shongda yoris.
This conflict is weakened the Gelugpa tradition.
Yinang de kongso gu chunga de so rao de tanda gu jirmuchi songbam jiapsi samganang lola tanda songbam nangna tani dorjer de tsikchi yo maris.
So the treasures from the Jitsongkhapa and the best disciples, 3 of the texts or anywhere you cannot find even one word about a torture. Torture means the Shukden.
Shukden yo maris.
Yeah.
Dayin bi jimsang ge ta perna mayim ba di yingo di da di jamba atiknda o jabda di tsara yongji yin ke ta perna ngana to nangba mayim ba di nangba yingo di na atik jawi yongna de changma ge parti de kili yo ji maris.
So therefore if somebody persisted to something even is not, they say yes, then this is nobody agree with.
제당 그 돌제다고 돌제 듬칸 거랑소 나오시게 옛날 거랑소 그 따르부 간리지나야 또 거랑소 모바리 제가 기껏 찍고 그랬어 인당 거라도 랑릭도 지름보치 랑릭 인당만 지름보치 송범 상마다 왕보 요아리 리담비 담바 남다가 예면 때라 왕보 요아리 때라 소바시다 요마리 티숨지사가 제담비 요마리.
In general, whatever the student organization and the members, whatever their point of view and what we have to respect. But is this according to the Tsongkhapa and the basic disciples? Then is so obvious. There's no one words you can find from the teachings.
대인바가 나란다고 지금 சொன்னா 돌제 땡간 참말라 기바요. 옛날에 나는 그 돌제라 강양 못담이. 돌제 땡양마뉴 돈양마뉴 강양마뉴. 옛날에 지름 보지 송럽는 가시를 잡는.
So therefore, if myself, I respect and have no error with Dorje practitioners, the student practitioners. But for myself, I never prayed anything. But I know the teachings of the Tsongkhapas.
Tsongkhapa 그 까리지나 단송 그 나로라 직딩 비한디 인조 쳐요 말이지.
So the Tsongkhapas Dharma protectors, not a lot worldly protectors.
파운카와 그 흥원라 따다 그 공수로 라만 줘봐 그 초장다 온다 찍어놓은 거라 돌제 그 따다 그 아예 직뒤용 간지요 말이지. geling나로.
파운 그러나.
어.
Okay. So the Geshe Paungka before Gelugpa, there is even no single find like that kind of protector in even all the tankas, or you cannot find it, impossible. So therefore, this is something new. So nowadays, create many other new religions. So the people have rights to create anything new as they wish. Also, we have to respect what they do. But something is not, then is say yes. Is anybody not agree according to Dharma and according to worldly? So, for instance, somebody wearing Buddhist robes and say, "I am a Muslim," and do that, then the old Muslim going to protest. So if we are in Buddhist robes and then you have statues of Buddha, and then say, "I am the Muslim person, but I'm not agreeing the Muslim rules," and then nobody agrees. So if some Muslim wearing this Muslim hat, and then you have long beard, and then holding this and pray Allah, and then say, "I'm a Buddhist," like that, if that kind of action, maybe Buddhists not protest, but they don't agree inside. So this situation is right now is not is sorted out completely. is just during conflicts. But this conflict we should consider is all Buddhist matters. Instead, thinking is Gelugpa or thinking of the Tibetan Buddhism. So until 1992, myself, I didn't know what it is, the Shugdan. So even he taught some people to against the Shugdan, and he told them when we do in Bhakti's generosity visualization, there is a worldly powerful spirit also is object of compassion and object of offering. So he told Shugdan also must be one of them. So he thought he is the very important guest from the demon groups. So is it possible in the refugee field? This is a very different issue. So when he given instructions of the Dharma protectors, he only talks about who has referring to the Sutra and Tantra Buddhist teachings. He not going to talk about in particularly some small communities or small locations. The protectors something some kind of spirit or those things. He never instruct them. So it is so usual. Have some people have some prayers, some spirit. Small communities know, and small locations know this kind of. This is not only just Tibetan Buddhism, and this is very usual in Chinese tradition and Thailand and everywhere. This is very usual, but that is not recognized as a real Dharma protector. So similarly, that in Chinese tradition have many different communities or different places. They have this kind of is very usual, but nobody recognizes that is in protector of the Chinese Dharma. Is this answer is suitable in your mind? Satisfactory or not?
No, I'm satisfied with what you Thank you very much.
Okay. You some sense.
Oh yeah.
So do you have any questions, or if not, then he's going to talk. So up to you. Seems no questions.
Just a comment, as a practitioner, I'd rather spend my time and energy on the enlightened ones, the true Dharma, rather than any other things.
So, mo tegete nyamlin baji bichani, tu sot katsu zotong to tegete da sangi dinan rigi mara enlightened ones. Da kiwa tamba di chizo sona te tenyan sam ko matali jambi tega tsiksenya ma samksi.
Ta te chorong pe ma sabi rikpa tongbu du yakbu.
So you are very clever.
You're very kind. You're very kind.
Kare dina ngana so changma ge tambi songra bla tingo de on kiu tambi songra bla tingo la yo ni ma to kangsong ma kyong lam kan changma la nyan tan ni la yo ma.
Right. So always said we have to listen to the teachings of the noble ones, not saying everybody's don't listen not saying listen to everybody's opinion.
남진 ngana to chatang damba di da di. Tomba yin nang chatang damba yin, tomba yang chama yin ba, damba yang chama yin ba. So the song kan go lama da yang chama yin ba. Dan da chatang damba chama la chade ge yo ri. Di chatang damba tang chang chang nian da rang ge nyom mong ji kwa la yang phang ge yo ri. Rang ji la ji da jing kan la xin de ni yang phang ge yo ri. Tama yin de ta so ngana so lo si chang chang ya nomba jam nin phe ya ma to si da yo ma ri. To chang ge dang ga ma no ba ri. Tu ji ji.
So he said there is measurements saying the valid doctrine, valid teacher, and those things we have to rely on, not rely on so many people's opinions and wrong concepts.
추당 추마인 비 남바람 제 비시럽 될랑가나도 추럽 남지 지시럽 될게 요로 야보 임바당 득자 임바 게드 그랑도 신지 말로과 돈비 정당 때 돈칸 그 라마다서 남지의 심칸데라 때인디다도 때 시럽 저도 제가.
So who has wisdom or not measurements is you can make differentiate what is the real teachings or what is not real teachings.
Oh yeah.
May I ask a question? In relation to the main doctrines of the Nyingma, where do Terma fit in? And the importance of the Terma teachings within the tradition, if you could speak to that.
Sanji gson tata Nyingma gson rap kana ni ti Jean-Luc tata Jean-Luc to che kana ngat Terma ta kan khom de gondres.
Terma de Nyingma go che tamba ga nam yang na kwa ma Terma zamu tak nang ma dang sem de yang ji kwa ma nye ji Terma zamu tak nang ge pa di da di ba sem sa di lo.
So the Nyingma doctrine in general, you say long lineage of the sutra and the short lineage of the Terma, and then the pure visionary of the teachings. There are three.
Then the Kwami Jongsang, Termi Zirjen de Piores, Kwamata Sawaida, the Sawano, Jongao Telang.
So usually say that the sutras you have to make the foundation and the framework, and then this tantras no, this the termas as like ornaments.
Yeah, but no wonder what you can now. Koranzo, now should not want Yongs to what Sangwa, Leons to what murder or Gamaris. I got to go Gencha and don't buy a Boshiga last what the Samata Termaris. Gencha didn't go.
So, for instance, the person is a purple body, purple mind. This person is like Kama. Kama means this Buddha's teaching. Not only sutra, is the sutra and tantra from the Buddha. Is that? So then, Terma is the more is part of this like. I think more ornaments or more extra you have to think of extra, not think of the whole body. So in general, Nyingma is very, very big. It's not small. So the many aspects of Nyingma is very big and complex. So if the point of view from the particularly Nyingma's point of view, that all Buddha's teachings they can say is Nyingma. So in general, we accept that Buddha's 3 times counseling. They performed 3 times counsel, and these ones all in generally believe that everybody they remember in Buddha's teachings, not something written. So if that case, and then is like a similar Nyingma. So Nyingma meaning is for a while is Buddha taught, but and for a while is not visible, and later on become clear. So the words of Nyingma means is limitless treasure. Yeah. For instance, the treasures of the king. So regardless the king's treasure have everything or not, but we have that concept, have everything in the treasure. So everybody is, without any arguments, the Buddha's teaching is the Vinaya. Even Vinayas, later on you written on the text, is not from the beginning. So that means the arahats, they remembering everything in their mind, which means not visible for outside. So that's why they later come on. So as same as all the Hinayana, Mahayana, and all the teachings is a very similar way. Inner way is very similar. So if he himself, Nyingma is very, very imagined matter.
It seems like most of the practice lineages that people engage with nowadays, at least in the West, I'm not sure, are coming through Terma traditions. Almost all seem. Is this true? Are they mostly, or are there like?
You mean the people who teach in the West? You mean from the Nyingma?
The Nyingma practice traditions that I'm aware of. Yes. Most of them, I would say, are coming from Terma. Yes. Terma cycles.
Okay.
Is this true? Or are there more?
그런 그 하고속 Nyingma 그다가 choose 요거는 자기 냠내고 줘라. 다 그렇게 희속거라. 실기라. 또 망치와 또 때려 있는 다들이 또 옛날에
지지나 저랑 그 tong tu de dimba la ji des.
So maybe what you see is could be true.
Ka le de na shelo ni jia chen bo ji mo chang ma dang zhi la cha wo yin di ta so jia chen bo du yang ta ge yo ma le.
So from our side, Tibet, everybody is too busy, so they don't really study entire Buddhism, Tibet and the Nyingma Buddhism.
Tani tolma aktirma changma ge choka da tab de won da wo dang, ko de won da wo dang, chong de na yo le.
So in general, the termas always the rituals or those things short and something easy, and so.
So
those rituals and the practices is special. Seems look like especially these are to the busy people. So also the termas all contained everything. So Buddha, the Pamasamba himself said. Everything is in the terma and except dead dog. Also, there's many of termas inside. You have many things for success, for wealth, and for many worldly concerns, methods in there. So nowadays people need this lots. So then, what does people needs? According to needs, then terma is maybe very suitable for nowadays. So many people believe that terma is very effective, and as they believe, also is reality. So the Gargy's great scholar Jamgon Kongtrul said that. So he said that Terma is all the Buddha's teachings collect and like Peter's instructions. So that's why is effective to practice.
양나 뜸들 지기 연바 있나 양나 목주 진칸 떠서 그 식진 대화 있나 양나 코랑 속에 냠린 지는 그 뜸리라고 정화 있나 그건 하고 미 그러나 타한다고 지금나 뜰마게 줄걸 시었나 냠칸 배만 보용 거리 그마게 줄걸라 대담 양도 말이지.
So for instance in Taiwan, if he teaches Terma, many people listen, and if you teach not Terma, not many people listen. So he doesn't know why, but could be what they educated in the past, or how educated, or really their experience in the practice is make differences of benefit or not. So could be one possibility that the terma is short, so they cannot study. So the Buddha's, in general, Buddha's teachings is very big and extensive. So that's why people cannot study in short time, such short time. So that's why maybe they grew up in termas. So also many people's feedback is the terma, or I had a good experience, or I had this very success through this practice, the worldly concerns, or something like that. There's many reporters he experienced.
Zambo lang但那个波及能等个能落啦，第一他妈个这个新千部的潘头有路上这个罗马个可能从我呢，那东克当个人不进去看到我都讲那个。
In general, if you look at in the whole Buddhist in the world, the most effective thing something to do with Guru Rinpoche and Kalachakra.
他本来我妈啦这个能把马云白人难的，个人不这个谈看到我等到了对你出了凶送了到我，娘个人不这那个能啥了送到的可能都出了今年一万能把这个样的到我当，等到现在你讲忙不的，娘嘛的。
So there is many non-Buddhist people or non-believers. They have some feelings about Guru Rinpoche's image, and that's why they enter in Buddhism or those kind of things happens. So I investigated a few places. So the population of the organizations or the population of people I investigate. So also I investigated how many people buy which tanka or which image they buy more. So if you criticize it in online, like Guru Rinpoche or another Bodhisattva or something, if you criticize it, then how many people pay attention to that? That's also you can research what make differences. If we praise it, nobody really cares. But if you criticize it, then people pay attention. So he researched it in that way as well. So if through these researches, there's a lot of people have cares about the Guru Rinpoche, and regardless how small Dharma centers or big Dharma centers or the particular populations, how many or a little, you just how much people care about the Guru Rinpoche is the most. So Guru Rinpoche is very relevant with Dharma. Not only that, even he researched with Nepal, who make the statues, and he researched with them how many people care which image. So not only this, even Tindu, in China, the Tindu, the factories who made the images, also which image they make the most. In Taiwan, also many shops of the selling the Buddha images. In 20 shops, they researched. Three images very selling very well. So number one Guru Rinpoche. So Tara is the second. So Awalokiteshvara the third. everyone claims a follower of Buddha Shakyamuni, but they forgot Buddha Shakyamuni.
janaka chilgna la tadare
Chinese Buddhism also this.
penna Chinese antangbu la tang pe kenda che na chongchong na antangbu de yore
So the Chinese coin, the number one.
obame ani ba de chada yore
So the Buddha Amitabha is second.
sai nyangbo ang samba chada yore
So the Jitigarba, the Buddha of earth, the Bodhisattva.
tani tomba chada ba pharji gumba chembu tu na kena chembu de tam de ma to sida kong ngaso jam ni jik de yose ngaso na
The Buddha Shakyamuni only have a big monastery, have only one big image. That's it. No more. Maybe rest in somewhere.
tani ta de chitok nang la thun gar de na thun mangbo kang yin dang ta ben na thangka park yo pa lordji da je chembong gar mo je yo ma de yin na nyang nyong da ta da park yo da ta ngos yo kan da ta da la te na yang gar mo chi antang bo jin na ta la de yo.
Even instructions and writings and like small introductions of orthography or those things also Guru Rinpoche. Even Guru Rinpoche doesn't have a lot of these long instructions people written, but again he's number one.
갑지가 태원 그 단다가 왕루당 단다 있나 리강이 단거를 못지 라 소란님 kan 있는다 좀 kan 있는다 단다 가초요디 있다요.
One time people researched using some method and on internet how many people pray the Bama Sangpa Guru Rinpoche.
나토라 Guru Rinpoche 좀니 야고 총송된 kan 천이라도 총요.
So I had very good success with practicing Guru Rinpoche, saying that people is more than 20,000.
단다지디 나라도 나 망보지 그거니 파스타제 당용디 갑라 지금 때마다 ndumchimbo요 되라 짐든디도 용기 와다 삼성이도.
So if this with all these many points of views investigation seems like the terma is more successful result.
뭐까지 sembo지 그 그런 그 닝코르도 상마 파천도 비요리 떠나오진 그 거를 뭐지 그 식진라 때문에 때마다 망보지 거를 뭐지 그 식진 그 단다 그 직접적으로 놓사이.
So if some influential person through this many times you can popular. Similarly, through the Guru Rinpoche, maybe the terma is become more popular.
So, in the terma, what view does Guru Rinpoche present? In the terma, what view does Guru Rinpoche present?
What Guru Rinpoche's view about terma?
That he presents in the terma. What is the philosophy? What is the view presented in terma? What's the actual teaching?
就是通过伏藏，莲花生大师他想表达什么样的观点？
他这当个也是个人不去可能个龙灯着急呢。地图啦，地根的啦，穷的那这个年龄今年胖个的，地根的啦，咱们啦，这样的啦，才学弄的啦，学弄经济跟啦，的那这样多个的，咱们经济sem jalan的那这样多个的，这个，这真着急的，忙不就写下来了。
So Guru Rinpoche presented many predictions what will happen in the future in the world.
这个这他妈地上了，个人不去弄灯那个刚学有把这个年龄的时候忙起就对面那个了用的。
So the Buddha's the teachings, the methods, according to the predictions, the most of them is in terma.
韩国人不去逻辑马上他们掐松，小人跟他来这外几几米这个，这松。
So now I have to talk about orthography of the Guru Rinpoche because you squeeze me on this situation.
I was more trying to keep it on the topic, but that's okay.
Out of topic.
Because we only have 45 minutes.
그런 뭐 지금 간 체주도 간데나 그런 뭐 지금나 롱탄 망보요래.
So the most important Guru Rinpoche's teaching is the predictions.
롱탄 참마 dom나 파티보도 저 하지 요새.
Or his collections of his predictions together, maybe 4 volumes of the the text.
디라브리라 bên 디 롱탄 참마도 니 대상스마 고요.
This all he divides in 3 categories.
담바 쭉 롱탄지요래.
There's predictions in general Dharma.
상지 담비 어니상도 간다간다 착대요. 띠 거래.
So about our Dharma is how will be and what is the lifespan, so forth.
디낭로란 잠는 쭉 인제와요 라피요래.
Inside there is predictions of the world, of what changes will be.
아니 포파 그 구스 다 보일라는 그 롱탄지요래.
Particularly the predictions given to the Tibetans.
가리되는 hom마망 체주야 이와 번칸도 상마도 뽑아 장장.
Because the who is requested the student the Tibetans.
그 hom마도 소라 구스 나와 롱탄지요래.
And then there is particularly individuals he given some predictions.
담바 지금 어떤 거 나오고 담는 그쇼 강당 강설한 지런 로야 당 답이나 보그 사체가 타니 그 답이나 야게당 자나라 소발라 지로 간다 로야라 소 티코르라 롱탄이오리.
So he has in general involved but more like close to Tibet, like India and China, those things will happen.
그 상지지 담바 답이나 둥콜라 소관나나 샹니 샹때르요 데데 샹니 샹때 찌르다르위 쓰리 10차나 오다라요 말이든 그런 뭐지 10차지니 강상다나 지 종거리인데니 데라 바르페르리 비다디 데라 10차나 오더니 송자요.
According to Kalachakra, said the Dharma go to north, but didn't say much details. But Guru Rinpoche told more details, who is when and how. So Guru Rinpoche is one disciple of the Pantrarika of the Shambhala king. So some agraphies says that. So even